Was this real? Or the most frightening lie you've ever seen? The video begins like 1,000 others, grainy, shaky. Someone recording from the stands of a marine park. You hear the crowd laughing, cheering. Then suddenly, a splash, a scream, and chaos. The trainer in the video is introduced as Jessica Radcliffe, 23 years old. Beloved by the orcas she worked with daily at a place called Pacific Blue Marine Park. She waves to the audience, kneels at the water's edge. And that's when it happens. An orca lunges. She's pulled into the tank. The audience screams. The camera drops. Then cut to black. The footage hit TikTok first. Within hours, it exploded millions of views. Tens of thousands of comments. People were horrified, outraged, heartbroken. Some blamed the orca. Others blamed the park. Theories spread like wildfire. Was she menstruating? Did the whale mistake her for prey? Was this a cover-up? Major outlets picked up the story: The Economic Times, International Business Times UK, The Times of India, The Sun, The New York Post. Headlines screamed, "Orca kills young trainer during live show." But here's where things get strange. There was no obituary for Jessica Radcliffe, no employee records, no press release from the park, no workplace safety investigation, no family, no friends, no past. Jessica Radcliffe didn't just die. She never existed. So what was this video? A tragedy caught on camera? Or a digital ghost story? Built from lies? Stay with me, because what I'm about to uncover changes everything. We started digging, and what we found was nothing. There were no obituaries, no police reports, no press conference, no record of a marine park called Pacific Blue, no public OSHA filings, not a single newswire release, not even a LinkedIn profile. Jessica Radcliffe, the 23-year-old trainer millions watch vanish into an orca tank, had never existed in any verifiable way. And then came the experts. Digital forensics teams, AI researchers, even amateur sleuths on Reddit and X began dissecting the video frame by frame. What they uncovered was chilling in a different way. The audio? Flat, unnaturally paced. No wind, no microphone friction, no ambient noise you'd expect in a public show. Just an eerie void. The visuals? Inconsistent lighting, awkward splash physics, animations that didn't line up with known orca behavior. The woman in the video, Jessica, never blinked. The entire video had the signature markers of a deepfake, AI generated, emotionally manipulative, frighteningly believable. But one thing stood out most of all: the blood. More specifically, the myth that started circulating right after. She was menstruating, people claimed. Orcas can smell it like sharks. It was a detail so specific, so grotesque, that it lodged itself into people's minds. But here's the truth. Marine biologists have debunked this for decades. It's pure sensationalism weaponized for clicks. And it worked. This hoax had history. Because if the story felt real, it's because it was borrowed from tragedies that were. Dawn Brunchot, killed by Tillicum at SeaWorld in 2010. Alexis Martinez, crushed by the orca Quito during a rehearsal in Spain, 2009. Kelty Byrne, dragged under by 3 orcas in 1991. Real names, real lives, real loss. The creators of the hoax knew that. They didn't invent grief. They exploited it. So the question isn't just how this was faked. It's why it worked. Why did millions believe it? Why did no one question it until it was too late? So, if Jessica Radcliffe never existed, why did this lie get so big, so fast? The truth, when it came out, was colder than the Pacific. Every major fact-checker had weighed in. Snopes confirmed it first. There was no Jessica Radcliffe, no Pacific Blue Marine Park, no incident, no victim. The entire video? AI generated. Vocal.media followed with a forensic breakdown. Archived footage digitally altered. A synthetic voice layered over with unnatural pacing. No background chatter. No splashes outside the frame. Every detail fabricated. Indian Defense Review, IB Times, The Economic Times, The Times of India, even The Sun all reached the same conclusion. Jessica Radcliffe was a hoax. But what made this lie so powerful was how carefully it was built. It was a horror story stitched together from fragments of truth. Let's break it down. AI-generated visuals and audio, designed for maximum shock value. A fictional setting, Pacific Blue or Bluecrest Marine Park, names that sound real but never existed. Tragedies copied from history. Taboo details: blood, gore, animal violence, calculated to bypass logic and go straight for the gut. This wasn't misinformation. This was algorithmic manipulation. It's called the illusory truth effect. Say something shocking enough times and it starts to feel true. Add fear, grief, outrage, and the brain does the rest. We believe it, not because we verify it, but because we've seen it shared. 1 million views, 1 million comments, 1 million little lies. Jessica Radcliffe didn't need to exist. All she needed was a story, a face, a scream, a splash, and a silence that made people fill in the rest. We weren't watching a tragedy. We were watching a script, one designed to hijack emotion and exploit trust. So if Jessica was never real, what does that say about how easily we believed in her? But beyond the deception, what does this reveal about us? And what now? The hoax may have been fake, but the pain it caused was very real. Families who've actually lost loved ones to Orca incidents, like the family of Dawn Brunshaw, killed by Tillicum in 2010, have spent years fighting for dignity, accuracy, and change. For them, seeing their tragedy echoed in a manufactured lie wasn't just disrespectful, it was a reopening of old wounds. Because these stories, the real ones, deserve empathy. They deserve truth. In an age where AI can fabricate almost anything, truth is no longer something we passively receive. It's something we have to protect. And when lies go viral, it doesn't just distort history. It distracts from real, urgent conversations. Because yes, orca captivity is controversial. Yes, there are serious ethical questions about marine animal welfare. Yes, trainers have died, and safety measures still lag behind. But hoaxers like the Jessica Radcliffe video reduce those conversations to spectacle. They hijack the outrage and divert it into fantasy. They turn a call for justice into a sideshow. And lost in that noise are the orcas themselves. Complex, intelligent beings. Capable of play, mourning, even language. Not monsters, not villains. And not props in viral fiction. So what can we do? Start here. If a video shocks you, stuns you, scares you, pause. Reverse search the footage. Check the source. Look for confirmation from credible outlets. Truth is fragile, and in the hands of the internet, fiction spreads faster than fact. Social platforms have a role too. If AI can be used to create viral lies, then AI can be used to detect them, to flag them, to slow them down before they spiral into global belief. Jessica Radcliffe never existed, but for a moment she felt real, because we believed in the scream, we believed in the splash, and we believed in the silence that followed. That silence isn't truth, and fear isn't fact. Jessica Radcliffe never existed, but the fear this lie spread was real. Let's not let fiction drown out the truth.